It's a little early to be doing this.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh ye of little faith. Got big boats and I cannot fly. Jenna has no confidence in me. In
That is not true.
So I'm making up for her lack of confidence with an overabundance of confidence.
All right, hi everyone. Welcome back once again.
All you little pine cones and pine needles.
Thanks for dropping in. I promise I'll get better. Anyway, as you can tell, we are back at the project house because we've got a super fun project that we are doing today. What are we doing?
We are gonna try to finish this porch, entryway, whatever you want to call it. It's just gonna feel a little bit better as we walk into a finished room. It's just gonna feel good.
Yeah.
We want this to spread like wildfire
Oh.
throughout the house. So we're gonna start here, and then we've got a bunch of trim, and we're just gonna slowly work our way that way. We have to redo the floor in here.
Mm-hmm.
We've been working on this back wall. We went back and forth on
Painting it versus sanding it and keeping the original wood.
and I think we were gonna go with,
We ultimately decided to paint it. So today we are going to paint this wall, do the floors, do the trim.
and potentially do a floating bench.
Oh, how could I forget the floating bench? Yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but
we're gonna give it a shot. And we've just had a super busy week.
Yeah.
Ever since we did the dry pour slab last week.
I've been working.
He's either been working or on call, but of course that doesn't mean that work stops. We've been getting a lot of stuff done back at our homestead.
Yeah, we got our garden planted finally.
And then we had a torrential downpour. Again, a freak storm is just not common or not typical for this time of year for our area.
Yeah. We've been dealing with our dock, a 10-year-old dock that got destroyed.
Through the thaw of the lake this year.
Yeah.
And so, we've been on the struggle bus with the
Yeah,
dock.
it seems like we've been at the house for 10 years and now everything's just starting to
Everything's falling apart.
but
But anyway, so it just feels good actually to be back here. It's a beautiful day and it just feels good to be back. And we're going to get this day started. And
that's what we're doing today.
that's what we're doing today.
Jenna ran to the store because she's had enough. She's had enough of this place. What'd you buy at the store? You gonna burn it down?
Burn it down.
It's a Hootis!
I didn't even think of that. That is hilarious.
You burning it down?
Yep, here we go.
Is it working?
I don't know. It's a burn the fabric off the wall Hootis.
Why is there fabric on the wall?
It was old school wallpaper. So right away when we got here this morning, we prepped this floor. So we are putting this same vinyl click-in tile into this entryway. It did have, these hardwood floors in here, but right by the door.
This isn't even like real flooring. This must be like a vinyl or something.
Some kind of something, but we wanted something waterproof for the entryway, so we absolutely love this tile. We love working with it, so this is what we're gonna put in here. So now he's just dry fitting these in to figure out the best layout for it.
Okay, so I think this is the layout that we're gonna do. I think this is gonna be the least amount of waste. We're doing them on the thirds, and I just wanted to lay it out and just make sure that everything was gonna look okay. There's gonna be some waste, but I think it's gonna look good.
Yeah, I really like it on the thirds, and I like that we were doing it, long ways this way.
Yeah, and then, but now that we've got it in, I gotta take all these up, and then we can start filling everything in. Because you need to start left to right. I can't tuck it under here.
Yep.
Wow, opening it like a 2-year-old. That's like Christmas morning.
Just rip it open.
Oh, that's so unlike me.
It is unlike you.
You gonna redeem yourself?
I'm gonna really try.
So, one thing.
Yeah.
I would always cut to your waist end. Like cover your,
I see what you're saying. So this is my waist end.
Yeah.
Right
So
here.
like get it on the line.
Okay, it's on the line.
And then when you cut, if you end up like coming off of this,
True.
then you're on your waist
That's
section.
a good tip. See, that's such a good tip. Did you get that on film?
I sure did.
Good.
This is it. Don't get scared now. Do a nice light score first. And then then you'll have a track. Okay. Keep the thing there. Don't move the thing.
It's too short on this one.
What do you mean it's too short?
I went over the line.
Yeah.
Hun, it's hard, okay? This is not as easy.
Well, whatever. It's up against the trim will cover it. Just do it.
Okay, is that enough, you think?
Should be. Bend it over your knee like a disobedient child. Whoa!
I didn't have enough leverage before, right?
Yeah, and a dull blade.
And a dull blade.
Nice work.
I did it. We'll just take out the part about me messing up the line. That's fine. Oh, this one's gonna be hard because it's so close to the... I might need you to do this one. I can't get it. Oh, I did get it. I got it. Go, girl. Last cut. It looks so good. Just shy of 6. Okay, so we just have this one small ripper left, and we weren't sure if the table saw was going to work, but that was going to be a lot easier if it did work. And what's the conclusion?
It's gonna work. It'd be ideal if we didn't have to do a ripper, but I don't know how else we would have done it.
Yeah, but hey, look at you being all safety oriented with your safety glasses on. Who told you to put those on?
Be careful.
Went so fast because I was helping you get the cuts done right.
You were a big help. You put your big girl panties on, we're able to cut it this time. So Jenna left to go bring Finley to basketball. I'm gonna start on this window. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it yet. So I'm gonna start on this one. This is the smaller of the two windows in here. Got a plan in my head, I think, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so I got the sill kind of built and got all the other cuts. I gotta do some more ripping and stuff, but I just realized that Jenna just took my truck and she has all my drills. I'll try to put it together and see what happens, but I'm running into some issues with measuring because, I'll show you. All the way around this window, the casing on the inside needs to be about 4 1/4. So it's really hard to measure 4 1/4 when you've got an old, nasty tape measure. And it's the only one we got here, so to just make it work. Okay, so Jenna just got back and now I have all my tools. I'm gonna finish up these window casings and she's gonna start painting this back wall.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know. I'm liking it. Hon. I like how you can see the wood through there, like right here. Mm-hmm. I like it. I don't know. I don't dare smash him because I guarantee I'd get blood all over my nice white ceiling.
Never believed in love at first sight, but then you went and caught my eye, and I knew right then this was the first night of the rest of my life. I was never really brave back then, but I'm glad I went and took my chance, and I see right now that was the first night of the rest of my life. Now I realize I was always supposed to find you. And now I realize it was always supposed to be.
I just finished the last of the trim on the two windows that are in the entryway. They turned out good. I'm not 100% pleased with them, but maybe I'll change my mind once we fill the nail holes and kind of put some silicone around everything. But they definitely look better than what they used to look like. So now that we got that, now we're gonna move on to the baseboards, finish trimming this door behind me, and we should be ready to do the floating slab.
I was never brave back then.
Too long and too short.
I went and took my chance, and I see right now this was the first night of the rest of my life. And now I realize I was always supposed to find you.
Okay, the baseboard's done. Jenna is just finishing up the door, painting the door. But now we need to move on to figuring out this bench situation over here. I've got the chair in here, we've got the laser level to see kind of where we want to try to put this thing in here. What do you think, hon? Is that too high?
Yeah, maybe the top of it should go to the line.
So the top to the line?
Yeah. Okay, so the story behind these gorgeous, what we think are tamarack.
Tamarack slabs.
Yeah.
We got them from my uncle Nick, probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
So Uncle Nick, if you're watching, maybe you can verify what these are. We think tamarack, we're not 100% sure.
So we just squared off the one side because it was rough. It was live edge on both sides. We want to keep the live edge on one end, and that'll be the side facing away. And then
Facing out, that you can
facing
see.
out. And this will be
Up
against the wall. So we got 2 more cuts to go. The walls in there are once again like a parallelogram or like whatever.
Trapezoid.
So there's
You
gonna
guys
be,
know.
yeah.
You've been with us long enough.
I'm gonna cut it to the shortest that I possibly can get away with, and then we'll just see how it looks once it's in there.
Okay.
Just don't breathe on it. Starting to look okay?
Yes. I
So
love
it's gonna
it.
be down a little bit lower than that though.
Yeah. So I got it all sanded. Teddy is just gonna set it in here so we can mark where the holes need to go.
X marks the spot. Now you see why I asked you if you were done sanding. My 2 safety screws in.
Oh my gosh, that was heavy. And it didn't even work. It just went back down again.
Yeah, that should work.
Okay, so since we cut this wall all to heck to run all the wiring, we don't have a stud where we need one.
I thought there would be a stud somewhere here, but it's not.
Okay, so like I was saying, because since we can't have a truly floating bench like we originally wanted, we're just gonna improvise, adapt, and overcome, use what we have. And I still think it's gonna look awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel defeated, but
It's okay, honey. We still love you.
if it was just me sitting on it, it'd be just fine. How do we seriously do this? How do we always do this?
What, you mean make
a mess?
Make a monumental.
Oh my gosh.
That's not even, that's only half of it. We're those neighbors, you guys. We've totally trashed our front yard. Trashed it. So I am staining this white. It's not really gonna change the color that much, but all it's gonna do is keep this from yellowing as wood naturally does over time. And then I will put a polyacrylic sealer over it.
Nice. I was a little worried about that.
Yeah, so you can still see the wood grain and everything, but it'll just keep it from turning yellow. I mean, you can see there's a slight color difference, but not a lot. All right, so we did it. I am so surprised that we actually got this room done. There are still a couple of finishing touches that we need to do. For instance, like all the nail holes need to be filled, but I just want to go around and do that when all of the trim is up. So, but other than that, we did it.
Yeah, it looks really good. And the bench is like perfect. You have like a little spot to like sit and then you have your cup of coffee and you can look down the street.
And we overcame a lot of obstacles, but we still made it work and got it done.
Yeah.
So back to work tomorrow. Something new.
It's a little early to be doing this.
I couldn't help myself. It what?
You better have a fire extinguisher close by.
All of our, no, sorry, start over. Oh geez, what happened?
Don't remember how wide are they? How big?
They're pretty big, and that's why I'm second guessing myself on if they're tamarack or not.
Because I cut some spruce.
Spruce, maybe it was a spruce then.
It is spruce because I've got some more still here in my pole barn.